Hey, how's it going, everyone? Mick here. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to talk about ETN again. There is a quite a good achievement which they have just crossed, and that is the ETN rewards. The active users has crossed 300,000 for the very first time. That is a record for them. So, massive congrats to ETN for getting that, getting across that line. 300,000 people all taking advantage of the ETN reward system. Obviously, it's changing, and tomorrow is the Anon Summit where we're going to be hearing about these potential changes. So yeah, people are making the most of it in case there's a big drastic change. What I wanted to talk about today, not just highlight that, but if you go to Electroneum's website, at first we'll do ETN's price. Obviously, we had a huge run up to Ascent, where ETN kind of 4x'd itself, and it has been retracing back since. If we go to the 7-day, as you can see, we have this massive pump all the way up, and then it's kind of stagnated, being quite volatile here, and it looks like over the last 24 hours it's stabilized out a little bit. Could this be where we find ourselves, the new bottom, or will it go a bit more, or will it then push again further? Obviously, you can't just go on a run for thousands of percent at a time. It will slow down. People will take profits. That's how it is. So it wouldn't be a healthy growth without a bit of a correction as well. It won't just go and go and go. It will run out of steam. That's just the natural thing. People will take profits, like I say. But still, to go from 0.003 all the way up to a cent, and it touched 1.1 for a brief moment as well. Really positive. And like I said, we're at the moment we're kind of in that consolidation phase. So we're just gonna have to wait and see where it kind of bottoms out. It looks like it's starting to already, but to finish a pump from, basically, it's still like 3x'd itself, which is absolutely fantastic. Still at 86 satoshis. It's not bad considering we're at 24 satoshis literally like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. Rank 70, so we're well within the top 100 again. We touched like rank 55 roughly, which is really positive. And obviously we've got the summit tomorrow, so hopefully we're going to see more positive price volume over time. Obviously, over $4 million worth of trading at the moment. Obviously, KuCoin being the main one. Oh no, System Coin has taken back over. System Coin went down briefly, and they since came back up. But obviously, System Coin is the Turkish exchange, I believe, and let me just double check that. Yeah, it is the Turkish exchange. Yeah, Turkish-based exchange. Yeah, so it looks like there's a lot of trading going on in Turkey, which is good to see. But yeah, I showed you all that without it actually being on the screen. So there we go. System Coin, against its fiat currency, $1.5 million. That's excellent for a fiat pairing. Our next top fiat pairing is USD Tether at $250,000. So yeah, that is actually really quite nice to see. The Turkish lira based fiat pairing. But yeah, that's that. And then obviously on Lunar Crush, they've got all their data as well, all their social data. Look at the volume now. Now we're performing very well here, but then the 24-hour change, because we've been in that corrective consolidation phase, it's not very good. But hey, that's still fine. Over the whole course of the pump, to consolidate 20%, I think that's completely fine. Anyway, back to the Electroneum website. If you guys haven't seen, they've updated it quite a lot since I last highlighted it. Anyway, we've got tons of new sections. What I want to go first is this really cool utilities section, where it says coming soon, pay for your electricity and more with ETN. You've never been able to pay with utilities with cryptocurrency before, and Nigerians are going to be offered the ability to pay for their electricity with ETN through the Electroneum app very soon, which is unbelievable. Paying for your utilities with cryptocurrency. This was the entire goal of ETN, to be able to pay for everyday things, everyday necessities, and with that ability, that kind of takes away the whole. If you guys remember, a lot of people say, "Oh yeah, it's only for microtransactions, etc." Paying for your electricity is not a microtransaction, so that's actually quite positive that it's going to be covering many more things. And obviously, the higher the value, the higher the potential price of ETN needs to be to meet the potential demand in the future, if it is going to be used globally for these everyday items. Because 21 billion coins isn't going to, it sounds like a lot, but it really isn't when it comes to global adoption. But yeah, that's that. Really exciting. What I want to highlight though is this updated roadmap. So as you can see, we are now in Q2 of the 2020 year. As you can see, in Q1 we had the AnyTask Unbanked Freelancer platform launch, AnyTask.com ad campaign and buyer campaign goes live, and there's quite a lot of sellers on AnyTask now, which is good. Electroneum listed on Beaky, top 20 exchange. Electroneum collaborates directly with major MNO sell card. That obviously has never been done for a cryptocurrency. It's not Vodafone, it's not EE or anything like that, but it is a big MNO for Cambodia. So no matter what, it is a big deal, because it is an entity that actually owns the network infrastructure in that country to provide mobile data and airtime. So no matter what, that is quite a big deal. Globo mobile top-ups launch. So now you can top up ETN in 140 countries. On the ETN app, just having that update where you can actually top up directly from the wallet tab, and having those logos of all those different mobile operators is actually a really impressive thing. If you go around showing people that, people are going to think, oh my god, you can actually do that. It is a really impressive thing. M1 Electroneum smartphone stocked in sale card in Cambodia. And now we come on to the coming soon. So, learning management platform Task School to go into beta. Merchant program ETN everywhere launching into beta. So this website is already live. I highlighted it in one of my previous videos. I'll leave a link in the description. And people have got their businesses on their website already. So make sure you check that out. If you have a business and you accept ETN, make sure you get yourself on that interactive map. US exchanges being pursued. It's good that they've put this in writing. They are pursuing it. It's just a matter of waiting on the SEC to kind of approve ETN, to ensure they're not a security and that they can be purchased by US based customers. It's really important to get this, I think, because the US market is arguably the biggest. Listing on Binance Exchange being pursued. It's also good that they're specifically targeting Binance, and like Richard said, they've got a contact there now, not in the listing part of the business, but in like the projects part of the business. But either way, that's still positive. That's still quite a useful contact to have, and they are in the on the list as such. So deeper liquidity through partnerships and ecosystem development. So yeah, looking for partnerships. And obviously they've built this huge ecosystem with these different products and features. And you can't stand still. You have to keep developing, and they understand that. And to be honest with you, for the last 2.5 years, that's literally all they've been doing. They've been developing this massive ecosystem non-stop, absolutely non-stop, which is more than what you can say from many other cryptos. Utilities integration. Obviously, we spoke about that, pay for electricity and more with ETN. It would be great to be able to pay for your electricity, for your gas, for your fuel, for your car. It is really cool. Imagine being able to pay for your broadband with ETN. That'd be epic. Ongoing NGO development. Obviously, this is an important one for their blockchain. Obviously, going on to the proof of responsibility blockchain, they need NGOs to provide to provide the stability of the blockchain network. And the more NGOs they get on board with that, the better. Additional collaborations to make ETN more exciting to earn and spend. This is quite an interesting one, because additional collaborations. So this is kind of going hand in hand with the partnerships, although this is specifically talking about deeper liquidity. So this kind of makes me think about like going towards the exchanges targets that they're aiming for, but additional collaborations to make ETN more exciting to earn and spend. So that's going to be collaborations through possible learning platforms, maybe. Maybe it's got something to do with obviously the AnyTask platform as well. I mean, there could be so many ways in which people could earn ETN and spend ETN. Obviously, they're changing the reward system, which is going to be spoken about tomorrow. So maybe they've kind of done some deals and some collaborations to make those changes happen, which would be really good. So those are the targets for Q2. Many of these targets I feel are definitely reachable within the time frame of Q2, considering ETN everywhere is pretty much launched. The US based exchanges, it's hard to kind of put a time frame on that, so that might kind of boil over to Q3 and Q4 as well. And the same thing with Binance, because it's literally out of their hands now. There's nothing they can do. They're just basically waiting to be given the thumbs up on those. But the rest of them are definitely within their control, I think, and I think it's something where, yeah, at times they've given dates and those dates haven't kind of pulled through, but they've always got over the line in the end, which is still a better accomplishment than no accomplishment at all. As long as they actually get across the line, it shouldn't really matter how long it takes, because they're building this up from the bottom up. No one's done this kind of platform before, so they need to kind of get it right. And if you get it wrong, it can fail miserably. So they need to take the time. And yeah, 2.5 years in, you can see that those 2.5 years have been spent creating such depth within the business with their products and features, like I say. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about today. I also wanted just to highlight that the Anon Summit is tomorrow. Make sure you guys are signed up for it. If you guys are not signed up for it, don't worry. I am going to be attending, and I'm going to be recording all of the speeches for ETN. I'm going to go to the Electroneum booth. I'm going to go around the summit as well to the other projects, see what's going on there, just to see if there's any cool content to be had. But yeah, make sure you're subscribed, turn on post notifications, and I'll catch you guys very soon. Peace out.